Hello, fellow Lymies and Chronic Illnesses. Long time no see. I have just been kind of out of it lately and not feeling too good and feeling depressed, and so I just kind of have been avoiding a lot of things, including YouTube. So I just wanted to update you guys and let you know what's been going on. I don't really know what I'm gonna say, so I've been just kind of in limbo about how I'm approaching my illness. Is there something else going on that we're missing other than Lyme disease and the co-infections? And my symptoms have been pretty severe, and so it's just been really hard to be living life. So I've basically been having a lot of neurological symptoms, a lot of light and sound sensitivity, movement sensitivity, and fatigue. I'm in just napping, middle of the day. I was like, oh, I need a nap right now. And my parents, who I live with, are kind of questioning, is it still Lyme disease, or is there something that we're missing? I also have 2 new doctors. I moved a year ago, and I have new insurance, and so I just saw a endocrinologist and a general doctor, and they were both fairly open for non-Lyme literate MDs, but they were still skeptical, of course. And my parents completely understand the whole Lyme thing and everything, and it's a little bit frustrating just to have everybody around you kind of questioning again, not that I'm sick, but that, what is it, and is there something else that we should be doing? I agree that we should be looking into something, making sure that we're not missing something, because I do think that when you're just seeing Lyme practitioners, that's their specialty and that's what they're looking into. But for example, my Lyme doctor that I have been seeing this last year, and I had also seen in the past, is she wasn't doing regular blood work, not even every few months, and she had me on the total wrong dose of Armour thyroid. So when I saw the endocrinologist, it was she's like, well, I don't know why you were put on this. And my psychiatrist is actually the one that brought it to our attention. So I think that things are falling through the cracks, at my current Lyme doctor. And then I just totally lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with that, but so I also have been dealing with depression, and I'm having anxiety as well. But I think for me, the anxiety feels like... Sorry, I should drop you. I'm not editing this video, so the anxiety feels like it's just another... It's totally symptom related. So, I get anxious for driving in the car because the motion and looking out the window makes me feel like I'm feeling like seizure. It makes my eyes hurt really bad, gives me a headache. And being around a bunch of people with different noises coming from all around me, I can't filter out that stimuli. So it's obviously, these things are going to make me anxious, because when you're in pain and you know that something's going to make it even more painful, you're going to be anxious. But it's really hard. You guys know this, but it's really hard to explain this to people. Even I feel like for over a decade now, all I've been doing is pretty much almost 15 years. All I've been doing is just trying to prove to people that I'm actually having symptoms. And then I don't know. I don't even know. It's just so wearing just doing that and trying to, get through that and then just get through like the symptoms. And I never want to leave the house now, and I never want to go anywhere because the symptoms are really bad. So, I get tired just doing like filming this right now. Like I'm tired and I'm having trouble like focusing. Like tremors in my hands I've had like more of, and so there's just certain symptoms that we're like really noticing that are happening. So we're just, I don't know where I'm going with the story. So basically I think I covered like everything that's pretty much been going on. I noticed like the last few days, like I was reading every night before bed, and I haven't been able to read, so I've been listening to audiobooks instead. Get tired playing like a game of cards, whereas like I had a few, weeks where I was doing better and then I was getting worse again. I don't know. It's constantly ups and downs, ebbs and flows, and symptoms just keep changing. So I was always like really good in the morning and then feeling like worse and achy at night and exhausted. And a lot of people are the opposite. Well, all of a sudden it was like I woke up one day, my entire back was just like hurting, like from my neck down to my spine. And it was just super stiff and achy. And then by the time I was going to bed, it was finally loosening up and I was feeling better. And I was like, this is weird. Like my symptoms are always the opposite. So for at least a month now, my back has been really hurting me all the way down my spine and my rib, like my whole like rib cage and everything in my back. So that's kind of a new thing. And so yeah, it's weird because I flipped from, being the morning, as my best time of the day before all like the neurological symptoms get to me, to it being the other way. So now I'm just really achy, like my knees, my joints and my muscles have like gotten like really loose. I do not have Ehlers-Danlos syndromes. So I don't know like what it is. I was kind of trying to research some other connective tissue disorders to see like what it was. I got a physical therapy massage done, and he was like, wow, one thing I noticed was that your muscles like move extremely easily. Like all of your tissues are really moving. I'm constantly popping in and out of place everywhere, more so than I used to even. And I would have said that I did it more frequently than the average person before, and now it's like constant. It's just odd, kind of different things that like I've never had. So I don't know, but that's just kind of a little bit of what's been going on. Well, I've already been talking for 8.5 minutes. I have not also been watching, all of you who have YouTube videos. I haven't been watching because I've just been too depressed, and like everything's been like, I'm like triggering, but it has been kind of triggering me. It's just making me feel sadder and like questioning more and like doubting, and it's like not a good recovery to be like in that state. So I've been kind of just been focusing on the positives that are trying to go on as much as I can, which hasn't been very successful many days, but it is what it is. And this is the part of the journey I'm in. But I have been thinking about you guys, and I really do care about you and appreciate your support. And I'm on Instagram, and I'm a lot more on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, I see you on there too. So I read a lot of the posts on there. All right. Well, I hope you guys are having an all right day. And I hopefully will talk to you again soon. Bye.